All right. Hey, guys. It is Sunday, January 14th, 2024. It's time for Crude Oil. This is my personal video trade journal, not to be taken as advice. I'm looking more and more at supply demand zones. I studied that a lot over the holiday break. I've got a few extra tools to add to my arsenal. I've back tested a bunch of stuff. I'm a scalper day trader looking for 20 to 80 cents a day. Sometimes I get way more than that. Sometimes I stop out 3 times in a row in a single day, but by defining risk and managing that, I keep myself safe. That's the deal. So looking at supply demand zones from these longer time frames, and we'll drill on down. Very obviously, this is the range right here, 95.03 at the top, whichever one of these lows you want to pick. But this is where demand is. This is where supply is, very obviously. But I'm not trading a monthly chart. By the way, these bubbles are volume. So if the large bubble represents a outsized amount of buying volume, and that's what you would expect at a top, just like over here, you see exhausted sellers get a bounce. Of course, they came back down, got more exhausted sellers that just needed to finish off and grab that liquidity down here. The rest is history. Here we are. So these are the two supply demand zones I'm looking at on the monthly. Drill down, here they are. But on the weekly, you can fill in a little more information. It's just like any method, right? You go to lower time frames, you're getting a different picture. But that's what I'm doing here. I'm drilling down to the lower time frames, but kind of holding this larger picture in mind. This is the weekly. Here you got an exhausted seller a few weeks back, exhausted sellers, and we have not made a new low since then. Go down one more level, daily. Now daily, I'm kind of looking at it a little differently. It's a little bit more Elliott wave, but you can see the zone here. This is the demand zone down here. There's another one way down here. Well, guess what? Elliott wave likes that. It makes sense to me too from a pure supply demand zone that price is going to come back down here and grab this liquidity. And if you look over here, look at these lows. There was a whole lot of volume over there too. So LA wave is pointing lower. It has been for weeks, even though I know there's been a lot of bullish talk. I don't touch this stuff. It's just what it is. Look at the 144. You can really see it. The 3 came to the 1618, and I'm a simpleton. I don't know much. That came to the 1618, so I know that's kind of a standard for wave 3, and it bounced to the 100 fib, which again isn't that a standard for a wave 4, and which is also in between the 236 and the 382, which is also a good region for a wave 4. Price, every time it comes up here, it gets rejected, although it is making at the moment higher highs and higher lows. Let's go down, look at supply demand zones on the 8-hour. Okay, look, demand. Is this demand? Let's find out. This is definitely supply. Big time resistance up here, big time. Let's keep going. 4-hour. Demand. A little demand there, demand here. But look, rejection, it gets rejected at this level over and over again. Well, if you're a scalper day trader, that's good information to have. Price keeps getting rejected. I've back tested a lot of this stuff on the lower time frames. I'm going for 20 to 80 cents a day, sometimes more than once, twice, 3 times in a single day. Why do I need to swing trade if, first of all, there aren't swings available, and second of all, just take the damn gains? Okay, that's the 4-hour. Now you can see a little more clear these demand zones. So we poked right into this demand zone, what I'm calling a demand zone. And look, you've got these volumes exhaustion dots, what's the SAR dots doing? Do I have that on here? Let me see. Let me blink the SAR dots. SAR dots are still in sell mode. That's the 1-hour. And now I even prefer supply demands over SAR dots too. So here we are. We dipped into this demand zone. The other one is down here. So by my way of thinking, this is very important to structure right here, 71.79. Below 71.79, even if it just cracks it and then bounces, this to me unlocks a door to much lower levels. Am I trading for that? No, I'm a day trader scalper. What I want to see happen is this come back up. I'm going to catch a long scalp back up into this zone, and let's see what happens. If it keeps going, it could come all the way back up into this wick. It really could. All right. So I want to be long. I want a long scalp. Let's see what happens in this zone, and let's see what happens to this support right here. But these are the two clues right here that are closest to price right here. You can get those levels off of my fibs. All right. And if it comes all the way up here, I'm shorting. If it comes all the way down here, I'm longing. That's it.